Hi friends, welcome to the BlueBee Halloween special. I love Halloween. It's the perfect time of year when everything feels a little magical, a little spooky, and just right for cozy crafts and classic monsters. Today I've got some treats lined up for you. We'll start by baking up something straight from the swamp. Then we'll revisit one of my favorite spooky crafts. And finally we'll wind down with a quiet reflection on a show that captures the exact feeling of this season. So grab a blanket, light a candle, and let's make some Halloween magic together. Alright, now that we've braved the swamp, let's turn the dial back to the upside down. This next project is one I made a few Halloweens ago, but it feels like a good time to share it right now with the new season of Stranger Things just on the horizon. Inspired by the most metal moment in Stranger Things, here's my tiny skeleton Eddie Munson, rocking out on top of the trailer just the way we remember him. Stranger Things Season 5 will be with us in less than a month, so I wanted to show you how I made this craft a couple of years ago. I was inspired by Make-A-Bug to make this. She's made a number of cool miniature skelly projects using these skeleton garlands from Dollar Tree. Here's what I'll be using. A skelly from the garland. I made a little guitar out of foam board, some t-shirt transfers, some Ken doll shoes, and a few pieces of scrap fabrics. First up, let's make the shirt. I did this by tracing around the body of the skelly on some white t-shirt fabric. I used a friction pen to mark on the fabric. It will disappear with heat from the iron, so it won't leave a mark. I printed out a bunch of these Hellfire Club logos in different sizes because I didn't know which size would work best. I had to dismantle him a little bit. I'm sewing together the sides of the t-shirt. I'll sew him into it when I fit it on him. I didn't bother making any sleeves for the t-shirt since they'll be hidden by the jacket and I don't want to create any more bulk. I ironed on the t-shirt transfer and added a few details with a Sharpie before sewing his torso into the shirt. For the black jacket, I'm just making the sleeves, since he'll have a vest on top. Again, trying to minimize the bulk. After sewing those sleeves on, let's get into making the jeans. I'm doing the same thing as the t-shirt here and just marking around the body. I sewed the jeans right side together and turned them out, and slipped them onto his legs. The waist is a little large since I needed to get it over his bony little hips, so I'm just gathering the top to keep them secure, since the t-shirt's going to cover the top of them anyway. I also added a little distressing to the jeans. He's going to need a bandana and some hair. And I'm using some brown yarn for the hair. Just going to glue a bunch of it on and then we'll give him a haircut and comb it out. I sewed the bandana on to keep it in place. The boots were the wrong colour, so I painted those up. Eddie wears a military style jacket in this scene, so I'm using some green fabric for the base. I glued on some tiny pockets and then painted the fabric to make it look closer in colour to the scene in the show. Now of course he'll need a scene to stand in while he rocks out. I used foam board with some black, white and red paint to create this background from the upside down. All that's left to do is some finishing touches and putting it all together. I added some details to the bandana with a white pen. His feet aren't going to fit in the boots, so I'm just going to hot glue his ankles in there. I'm using some floral wire in his clothes so I can bend him into the shape that I want and keep him posed. And here he is, the final reveal. What do you think?
Copy that. Initiating phase 3. Let's hope they hear this. Chrissy, this is from you.
What? No dip?
For a really great Halloween, pick up tons of Pepsi and Doritos.
Good afternoon and welcome to TNT Shriek Week. Movies guaranteed to make you...
Tonight, it's a spooktacular night on TBS. First, it's Halloween with the Addams Family, followed by Three Stooges Fright Night, here on TBS.
The Disney afternoon, have a safe and happy Halloween.
This costume is stuff found on the floor of the D train. How are you? Are you having fun tonight? What's your name?
Lindsay.
Now, when you go...
Eyes that go batty. They'll be looking for you.
From the wild world of the Upside Down to a place filled with softer, quieter magic, it's time to slow down for our next feature. This one's a favorite of mine, Summer Camp Island. There's something special about certain shows that feel perfect for fall and spooky season. For me, one of those shows is Summer Camp Island, and I was overjoyed when I found all 6 seasons streaming for free on Sling TV. It's whimsical, it's weird, it's kind of perfect for October.
Hey, I'm ready over here. Mwah.
At first glance, Summer Camp Island looks like a simple cartoon. 2 best friends, Oscar and Hedgehog, head off to camp for the summer. But the moment they arrive, it's clear this isn't your average summer getaway. The camp counselors are witches.
Hedgehog! The camp counselors are witches! Cool.
There are talking pajamas.
Okay, that should be everything for the annual sleepover.
Oscar, you forgot about dancing.
Pajamas! We talked about this.
Yetis, and aliens that take disco naps.
Puddle?
Oscar and Hedgehog end up spending their summer having strange encounters with all kinds of interesting magical creatures.
No, not the horse! Oh, actually, this is better.
Susie's my favorite character.
Susie. What? Come on, that's bad.
I know, so what?
She's sassy, dramatic, and the kind of camp counselor who'd pretend not to care, while secretly caring the most. Underneath the eye rolls, she's got big sister energy.
Whoa. Susie, that was really nice of you.
Yeah, well, don't get used to it, ding-dongs.
This show is sweet, strange, and a little sparkly around the edges, and that feels rare, especially now, when so many stories chase big adventures and high drama. I think that's why I love revisiting it this time of year. When the world outside gets a little darker, the days start to slow down, this show feels like a warm bowl of soup for the soul. It's comfort TV, but with stars and spells.
I feel it happening! Xylophone legs!
Is she threatening us?
Yes! These are my most threatening dance moves! And I really mean them. We'll take care of it.
So if you need something cozy this Halloween, something magical, Summer Camp Island is it. Sometimes the best kind of magic isn't loud or scary, it's quiet, it's kind, and it's just enough to make you believe again.
The most secret tape ever. In my dream we're holding hands. I look into your eyes and ask, do you love me back?
And that brings our Halloween special to a close. From swampy cookies, spooky crafts, and a little animation magic in between. Thanks for hanging out with me and celebrating the season. If you enjoyed the show, let me know which segment was your favorite, and maybe share your own Halloween traditions in the comments. And I hope to see you back here for more cozy, creative adventures. Until next time, stay spooky, friends.